One of Huntington's school leaders will soon return to active duty in Afghanistan.
We are joined now by the principal of Huntington North High School, Jeremy Gully. Jeremy, thank you so much for coming and coming to talk about your story on this Easter Sunday morning.
It's my pleasure, Nicholas. Nice to meet you, Drew.
And you have enlisted before, so talk about your history in the military.
Well, about 19 years. I was looking at retirement coming this summer, but the government had different plans for me. So I've been in the National Guard for about nearly 20 years now.
And talk about your experience as a school principal. How long have you been in Huntington?
Been 2 years in Huntington and a year in Jay County.
So will this be a return to that same area? Have you been to this area before?
Actually, I deployed in 2004 for a year as a peacekeeper with NATO forces there, and this is my first trip to Afghanistan this year.
And how do you think your experiences as a high school principal can relate to your time in Afghanistan?
Well, I think it's going to be a good help to me in our mission. It's a very educational mission. It's all about agriculture and helping improve the lives of Afghani farmers. So education is a big component of that, and I think that's going to really help the mission.
What all is this going to entail?
Well, we've got about 65 soldiers in the Indian National Guard going on this development team, and most of those folks have agricultural experience. With my experience in education, I'm going to help develop educational programs with the team and oversee some contracting there.
Now, of course, leaving the country could be a little difficult. You're leaving behind family, of course, and friends. But what about your school atmosphere? What is it going to be like to leave your students?
Well, it's going to be hard. I've developed a lot of good friendships with my fellow administrators and teachers, and the kids are wonderful to be around every day. But, you know, service is important in our school, and service learning has been a big focus for our students as we've developed service programs. And I guess this is just a way for me to lead by example with that, and I hope that message is taken to heart. Nothing but the greatest support from our kids and our teachers and our community. A very patriotic group.
What is it like when you're on active duty? You're away from the safety of America.
Well, for me, I kind of focus on the mission, and I cannot really live in both worlds at the same time. And technology will allow me to stay in touch with the school, and I even intend to put a link on the school's website so folks back home can follow what we're doing there. But, you know, when I get there, it's focused on what we need to do. It's a serious mission, and we need to keep that focus. And that's what I'll be doing is every day focusing on what we need to be doing to be successful and to keep the people of Afghanistan safe and give them an opportunity at a better future.
Well, you're certainly doing a great thing, and you have brought a couple of things along with you. What do you have here?
Well, sure. I've got a few photos of folks that have meant something to me as I've deployed in the past, and I can remember one of the gentlemen that keeps me focused on serving is Sergeant Major Jeffrey McLaughlin. He was my hero. Sergeant Major McLaughlin and I served in Bosnia for a year, and unfortunately he was killed in action in Afghanistan in 2005, and I still keep an eye on his wife and children. He reminds me of the kind of man I want to be, and I wear a bracelet to remind me of his memory every day, so that keeps me motivated and focused on what I need to be doing.
Yeah, powerful reminder, that's for sure.
Yeah.
As going back to the Huntington aspect, who's going to be leading the school now that you're going to be gone for a while?
When I came there 2 years ago, we really realigned that administrative team and made it a team. So we've got young administrators there that can step up and do the work. And I'm confident that that team is going to continue the programs and the momentum that we've created there in my absence. And I have nothing but confidence in Mr. Schaefer, our superintendent, and the teachers and staff. They know what needs to be done, and I think that's going to make it a successful experience for all of us as we learn new things over the coming year.
All right, Jeremy, thank you so much for coming by. Good luck. Thank you for your service.
Thanks for having us on. I thank all the folks that have supported me over this past year and will in the next year. Thanks, Drew. Thanks, Nicholas.
It was a pleasure to meet you.
Absolutely.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well,